All right, here we are. Welcome in, everybody. The best way to get your week started is always to be tapping in with the Daily Bread Media Network channels because we had a great day on Saturday on Paid for Play, a great day yesterday with Sunday morning quarterbacks, and now you know how it runs Monday through Friday. You got to deal with just Sosa and I, unfortunately, for some of you. Some of you love it, but it's Daily Bread trying to keep that hot streak that we ended last week with rolling because we all know you all got that Venmo request, Cash App payment today, and the bookie was not requesting you if you're tapping in with Daily Bread Media. We're
That's a
currently
fact. That's a
live
fact.
on our Twitter page, Daily Bread. We just hit 1,000 uh, followers today, and I believe his at was Buzz Picks. He got $100 for being number 1,000 today. So even when you don't think we're watching, it's like Santa. We're always watching, right, Sosa?
You should know. We're always watching to see who's naughty or nice, and we take care of the people that tune in with us. You should already know that. We've been doing it since the inception of Daily Bread. You rock with us. You never know when you're going to get free money. We're not going to announce it, but that's how we roll. We love to give back to the people that fuck with us, and we've been doing it since we started, and we're going to keep doing it. Really
Yeah,
appreciate
one of
everybody.
the only official giveaway lister right now is once you hit us to 1,000 YouTube subs, that's $250. So we've done six $100 giveaways so far. Those were to our first 500 YouTube, and then we did when our Twitter got to 1,000. So we only got one official one, but who knows? Last thing is, as you can see, jump over to YouTube. That's the way you can get featured in the comments. Say what's up. Tell us your dog's the best. We really don't care. We feature mostly all the comments unless, I don't know. I don't think I wouldn't know why we wouldn't feature one. And then, so the one thing about the giveaway earlier, we had two people unfollow us, try to time the refollow correctly. Don't you worry. I saw who you two were.
We're smarter than you.
And then one dude followed and then unfollowed when he wasn't the giveaway announced. So he's just like, he's just passing up on free money because this is your spot to get your free money plays powered by pickcity.com and the Wise Guys Diamond Club. Make sure to be checking both of those out for all your needs there. And on today's episode, we're going to start it off with the 12 college hoops games today, move into a big NBA slate, and then wrap it up with first place on the line, Bills, Patriots. Anything
Yes,
that you
sir.
want to get into from yesterday's slate, other before we get into today from the NFL, NBA, whatever you saw?
Let me see. Yesterday, man, the Niners obviously lost. Jimmy G turned the ball over in inopportune moments and times when you didn't necessarily want him to. Um, and that's really how it went. I really can't say much else. I got to talk about my team first. We were buns. We lost, but we're not out of the playoff hunt, so I'm not really going to cry about it. I'm completely cool in regards to that sentiment. Um,
Especially because you hold the tiebreaker over the team that's right under you as well, which always helps.
Minshew obviously, Minshew obviously started for you guys. You got morons on the internet saying that Minshew should be the starter. They
Yeah, we
obviously
knew
don't
that
know a
was going to
goddamn thing
happen.
about football. If they're saying that stupid shit, people that are saying that, please stay away from them. They don't know the game of football. Gardner Minshew is a very good backup quarterback. He also can run, a pass first offense. That's a very good spot offense when you run a run heavy offense with your starting quarterback. It's hard to prepare for. The other team was uncertain as to who was going to play, and they were playing a team that's just been absolutely god awful. So if you're saying that Minshew should be the starter after yesterday, like I have to question your acumen when it comes to football. It's important that I restate that so anyone, if you have any issues,
Yep.
I really make that clear. If you're saying that stupid shit, just stop watching football.
I got two
Talking about
things
for sure.
before we get into the first plays of the day. Sosa, you're rocking that Lions blue. Got to shout our man Picari. He's came up with the heart 11 weeks to the show. I cannot wait to see him come next Sunday. The Lions are on a bye, so who knows what we're going to get from him. The second thing is I have to apologize to Justin Herbert because I called him Swagless God yesterday versus Swag God. Didn't lose any money on the play or bet on the game, but when you show up like he did yesterday, I can't be calling you Swagless God.
Hey man, listen, Joey played well. They just didn't, they didn't win the game, and that's what it came down to. They just didn't win the game. Your boy obviously fucked up the money and completely dropped the ball. And that's really what it was. Joe Mixon dropped the ball. They turned it over when they were down 24-22, and they couldn't get back in it. And that's just how it went. It was just being turned over left and right is not going to help you be successful in this league, especially when you're a young team. The Jamar Chase pick was just an insane play to start at the beginning of the game. It was just insane. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm trying to think of anything I might have seen yesterday but that's really it. I got nothing else. I got maybe a couple of coaches I have to apologize to, maybe. But I won't do that today.
Let's get into the plays.
Let's get into it.
About 7 minutes in, we got our usuals rocking with us.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get through the quick college hoop slate because when New Mexico versus New Mexico State is borderline your second best game of the day today, if not the second best game of the day, you might just want to be watching NBA and NFL other than one game. We do not want to buy followers. Sorry, Twitch viewer. First game we're going to start off with, it's the gross one of the two. We're going to take the plus 4.5, and we're going to be back in San Jose State, going at Pepperdine here. Kind of a little bit of a strange line with it opening at 5.5. It's moved down to 4.5, so that's the number we're playing it at. Sure, Pepperdine's home. They're 2-8. Have played some decent competition, so their numbers are skewed, I guess, that perspective. But they're allowing teams to shoot 67% at the rim. And part two, San Jose State's shooting 40% from deep. Is that threshold probably going to keep up with the shooters they currently have on the roster? No, but they really haven't played that much as slouches so far this season. So the plus 4.5 just seems a little bit strange on the road where this Pepperdine team, I'm not confident in anything that they can potentially do here. So this is the late night game. Book it, lock it. Don't worry about it. I'll be in your balance tomorrow morning.
For sure. You already know, like when it comes to college basketball, I'm just here to listen. I'm here to listen. I have nothing for college basketball tonight because the slate is just woof.
Yep. So let's talk about the only good game in the chat. If you want to drop who you're rocking with, if you're going to be rocking with the Illini tonight or Iowa, or if you're going to wait who I'm going to be giving it out, you can do that as well. So here, the only game you should really be watching, 7 p.m. tip, Hawkeyes at home, coming off the 7-point loss against Purdue. So you got a bounce back spot for them potentially here, even though I don't think you're too worried when you only lost on the seasons coming to the team. Shout out Purdue, first time they're ranked ever, number 1. And then you got an Illini team where is this maybe some false confidence of they beat up on an abysmal Rutgers team. Notre Dame went into BC and got smacked after losing back-to-back games and Kofi getting more reps under him. Looks like they're maybe finding their ways a little bit more. So you have a 2.5-point spread here. You got Slim, whatever the hell his name is, saying we got a revenge game from last season, and he's completely correct here. There's two factors of this game that make me concerned about this in two different perspectives. The Illini, they just can't hold on to the ball. And it's extremely tough to be trusting a team that's turning over the ball left and right, going into the road as the dog. That's one thing that always has me concerned when backing a dog. The reason why that doesn't make me just jumping all over Iowa is sure, they take care of the ball at the best pace in the nation, and they are turning over teams at a 61% clip rate. Teams are just making shots against them. That's the simplest way to put it. If you're running your offense and wearing this team down, because Iowa likes to play in transition, likes to be out there quick, even though we said all that, Hawkeyes -2.5. The Illini are not back yet, -110. Those are the two college basketball plays today.
Let's get it, man.
Why is it
You
like
already know.
robot talk? I lost my voice yesterday yelling at the Union game.
Hey, man, I'm sorry you had to bring that up. Best of luck next year.
Hey, the season starts February 26th is the Union's home opener. I already have tickets for it. We're not worried.
I'm glad you've
It's just gonna be just as fucking cold as yesterday was. Yeah, actually it was pretty warm. But yeah, so you won't have to worry about me losing my voice until February 27th episode of Daily Bread.
Great. I'll have that noted. I have that. Make sure I write that down. You know, back into the NBA, man. We're going straight to the association. And I got to bring the heat for the people today. 11-1 run on the last 12 plays, average line of +199. If you're not cashing, what the fuck are you really doing? It's insane. What me and Rex have been able to cook up for y'all, and I got some more fire for you straight up. I'm feeling myself so hard right now. I'm about to give you guys 3 picks from one game. I'm about to give y'all 3 picks from one game. I closed the book on my other phone. Hold on. I got it on my phone.
Here, I was just replying back to Goose real quick. Maybe I needed some water as well. Goose was asking Texas Southern +24. I'm not even going to read my answer. Just put it that way.
Man, hell no.
There's a lot more other things you could be doing tonight other than betting on a Texas Southern versus Florida matchup.
My lead play tonight, I'm going to the Wizards versus Pacers. Domantas Sabonis over 16.5 points. I love it. I'm actually going to play him at 16.5 at -120. I'm going to play him at 20 plus at +172. And I'm going to take a ticket on him getting 25 at +540.
Ooh, well, there's your ladder.
That's my first ladder that I like tonight. I like Domantas to go off offensively against this Washington team. He always performs well. Him and Miles Turner actually perform really well against this Washington team. Last time wasn't as impressive as we would have wanted. I think tonight against that front line, he has his way. That's my lead play for the evening. We're gonna go with Domantas Sabonis, his points. That's the first one. Obviously,
Yeah,
the auto bet is on.
I mean, you can't really knock any Sabonis backing at this point, regardless of how many minutes he's getting. He's getting close to the numbers. It's just basically depending, is he getting over it or not.
And they played us the other night where they didn't start him. He came off the bench and he went crazy. That's just how it goes with them. When I look at the next game that I'm on is the Pistons back home against the Thunder. Y'all already know the auto bet is Cade over 5.5 assists at +124. That's pretty much the only one we're going to go with, over 5.5 assists, +124 at home. Cade Cunningham against the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's been on set it and forget it. Pretty much, he's gotten us the number and taking care of business. Obviously, against a couple of very tough road opponents, he did not do it. But again, you can't blame a player for assist, right? I don't know if I would pick them to win, bro. They stink. Being back at home, they might have a little bit of energy. I wish you could get it on a first half. I bet them first half against Oklahoma City, but they just stink so bad that it's impossible for me to put my money on the Pistons to win a game. I don't care who they're playing.
You ready for history of Daily Bread?
What's up?
Someone dropped a Qatar basketball league play.
Oh man, it's always different here, man. It's always different.
Hey,
It's a different place. OKC plus
doesn't
3 with
that
Shea
pay the
coming back.
same amount? Hey, if this wins, we gotta shout out this viewer. If it wins, it pays out the same amount as Cade 6+ assists tonight.
Let's go.
Same money, pays the same money, not the same amount. Sorry, the same money.
He said it's a lock. I got you. OKC with the point. I mean, bro, I don't really. I
Rocking
wouldn't bet
my
on.
Thunder shirt.
I wouldn't bet on either team. They can't get my money. Props only for me in that matchup. The next game we're going to go to is the Cavaliers versus the Bucks. We're going to revisit our guy Jarrett Allen, whose prop for rebounds is at 11.5 at -102. So naturally, I'm going to say him. I'm going to play him to get 12 rebounds, and I'm going to play him all the way up to 14. No Giannis. Boogie Cousins can't really guard anyone. He can't move with anyone. He's a liability in switches. I like Jarrett Allen to dominate the boards with no Giannis. I think he has a very good game on the glass. That's my that's a play for me. Also, if you guys have noticed with props, I try to make sure that I give you the best plus money option or the best option based on the analytics that I've reviewed. Jarrett Allen's rebounds, whether or not Mobley is in the lineup, doesn't really matter. It's been pretty much an auto bet. He's top 5 in the NBA in double doubles. I think the more impressive part is that we weren't expecting for him to have any level of ascension offensively. But one thing about Jarrett Allen is that he's developed his offensive game very much over the last 3 years. He's now somebody that can go get you a basket. He's not just a throw a lob at the basket type of guy like he used to be. Armstrong, sometimes 20, 25. I have problems. I also am fully invested in long-term profitability. And when you've been doing that for a long time, you understand that the volume of bets that you put in based on what you actually invest, the return on investment has been off the wall, especially since the Diamond Club has been. I mean, we're already making a shit ton of money, but like sometimes it varies, bro. Like if you're in the Diamond Club, like you'll know, like our handicappers actually gamble. We gamble. It's not a part-time type of deal. We're fully committed to this all the time. So that's how it is. Can you please tell Sosa to stop hating on my cow? Simba, shut up.
Yeah, I agree with that one. So let's talk Sixers real quick.
Yep, let's get into it.
Are they covering that 6.5?
I want to bet them. I'm not going to. Like I've already expressed, Doc Rivers is not the guy for me. Although the front line and this Charlotte team has been ravaged by injuries. They have been not well. I personally am on. I'm on the Sixers to win tonight and dominate. That's what I would like to believe. Playing a young team, ravaged by injuries. I think the best bet here is to first half it. I know they've cooked us a couple of times, but again, like if I'm going to bet it, it's going to be the first half.
I was about to say, you might as well just line up that Hornets third quarter bet already.
Yeah. I mean,
this is the other part is I don't think anyone's going to be missing. Joel, I guess, could potentially miss with the Jazz on Thursday and the Warriors Saturday at the crib. So I guess you could potentially get a Joel rest spot, but I really don't think he does tonight.
Well, we'll see. I think Joel plays, and I think the game could trend towards a blowout just because we got a young team on a back-to-back missing half their fucking roster. That's usually not a good recipe for success. A play that I'm also taking a ticket on.
All right, so I'll make the first half official. Let me get the number then.
It should be 3.5, 4.5.
Yep, just want to make sure. Get the exact number. Exact 3.5 minus 110, 1 unit. Continue. Password, please. We're rocking with it. I needed the Sosa reinsurance. Got the John Law reinsurance. We got the jersey. So, John Law jersey, send me your Venmos in case it doesn't come through. What's the next one we got?
The next play that I love is actually still in that Cavaliers game. and I'm running it back with Laurie Markin. I haven't given this out. Was a personal bet that I actually lost the other night. It's Laurie Markkinen over 2.5 threes at plus 124. He didn't get it yesterday, or he didn't get it last game. I'm on it today. Right back.
We got 2 questions. Let me pull up one. Lonzo plus money over 5.5 assists.
I'm not betting it. I don't know who's getting. They're just a team that shows up in different ways every night. So it's a different guy. I mean, it's the same guys, but they do it all different every night. Like one night it'll be Lonzo hitting a bunch of threes, and Levine will have 4 assists, and Vucevic will have 6 assists, and not touching any of those players.
Let's stay in that game though. Is there value on Denver as dogs?
Yeah, there's always value on a team that has the league MVP. They too have been ravaged by injuries. I would not touch it. I have no play on that whatsoever.
Yes, that play was already given out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's already what we're on.
I was about to say, what's the next game you got action in? If not, we can get into the gross ones. There's a potential under spot that I like here on the slate, but let's hear what's the next one you got.
The other one that's almost been an auto bet all year is Paul George over 12.5 rebounds and assists. It's a little juiced right now at minus 130. When the alternates open up, I just take it up one. I just take it up one and get the plus money. You take it to 13.5, and that's fine. He'll get that, no problem. It's whether he gets 9 assists and 6 boards or 10 boards and 5 assists, he's going to get it one way or the other. It's just he's done it all year. We know what he is as a number one option. I feel like we've mentioned that, or I've said those exact words like a million times on the show.
Yep.
That's just him as a number one option. You're getting the same production you've gotten for damn near a decade, right? The only thing that's ever stopped Paul George from being a great player in the NBA is injury. That's it. Injury and LeBron James. And those are it. That's it. That's all I have for tonight. I'm going to have a couple more props I'm going to give out. I have some free plays drop on the timeline later.
All right. How about I got to ask you about the one under of the night that I was thinking about. Doubt I'm going to do it. But for some reason, I don't know if you'll like it. The Wolves Hawks, 22.5. I think that one goes sailing under tonight.
This is a tough one. I think
that's your toss-up game of the night. You got the 2.5 point spread. That's the lowest spread of the night.
Atlanta played last night, right?
Did Atlanta play yesterday? I believe they did. I was out. I completely blanked on
because I didn't. Like I said, I wasn't heavy on NBA yesterday. I didn't really bet. I bet.
Yeah, Atlanta lost to Charlotte.
Right, they lost last night. Back to back against a team that's off a day off.
In Minnesota as well.
I mostly do overs because because they work for me. There's nothing wrong with unders. Unders this year in actually football, not bad. Sorry, I was just answering the question for Juan. Unders from in NFL is different, but with that when you bring up this Atlanta game, based on what I'm looking at, I agree with you. Actually, I think the under is actually the better of the two plays. You have
3-10 team. Yeah, Minnesota home games so far this season. The Hawks are 7-5 in away games, but 3-10 in Minnesota. That's the under. Not an official play, but that was just my second Ask Sosa question of the day.
Yeah, if I had to pick, it'd be the under, just because young team from Minnesota, and then you just you got to expect that Atlanta might be a bit gassed after playing to overtime. They played late into the night or late into the game where all the starters had to play down to the wire coming off of L. I think this is a situation where Atlanta actually could lose the game outright. They could lose the game outright and get handled. They could get smacked up tonight. I mean, I just think that everything actually trends in that direction. to where the game goes under because they have the inability to score 100 points. So,
Yes, sir. So let's get into Monday Night Football.
yes,
Is this
sir.
the best Monday Night Football game of the year that we got so far?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it, but it won't be.
No, it won't be, but
Yeah. Record-wise, though, everyone's like, it looks good.
most at stake, 2.5-point spread. Nice little total there. Patriots,
Oh, yeah.
6 straight dubs. Bills
Yeah.
now in the wild card spot, no longer lead the AFC East. Just too many narratives to write. What are you liking? I know you've been on Spaces and gave a bunch of people your thoughts, but if you haven't been locked in with Sosa, here comes the breakdown.
Bro, listen, the best team in football right now is the New England Patriots. You can argue with someone else about it. People are welcome to argue with whomever they want about it. They're the best team in football right now. Their defense is the best in football. They can hit you multiple ways on the defensive side. They got a quarterback who they developed throughout a season and added things to the offense as the season has progressed. Like, I don't even realize people understand how cocky what Mac Jones is doing, or what Belichick is doing. They're developing a quarterback. They're developing a quarterback on the fly in the NFL, his rookie season, and winning. Like that shit's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's not normal. Like that's not regular shit. You know what I mean? Like you gotta, like I know what I see, and I'm telling you, like this is not regular. Like this is not what you're getting. This is not what you get from NFL teams. They're developing a rookie quarterback as a season. Every single week, they add 3-4 more throws. They add 3-4 more plays. And they extend. It's like they extend Mac Jones's leash each week. And that bodes very well for a team that has been lights out defensively on every level. They gave up 2 runners last week of 100 yards each, and they won the game by almost 20 points. Like that is insane. You know what I'm saying? It's just insane. So, my firm expectation in this game is that you got to run the ball to beat Bill Belichick. You got to run the ball and actually have the run game effective to beat Bill Belichick. I don't believe that this Buffalo.
Do you know what the Bills' record is when they rush over 100 yards in a game this season?
No idea.
7-1.
Oh,
what's the record when they don't? 0-4.
And the thing is, is that you got a team that plays good in zone, plays good in man, you can't run the ball against them. Give up 2 runners. They gave up 2 guys that gave up that ran for 100 yards each against Tennessee, and they still won the game. Again, I think that last year was an anomaly. There were empty stadiums. There were quarterbacks that had unabated communication with their receivers. That's clearly not the case. Everybody's numbers are down. There's a reason behind that. Everybody's numbers in the NFL are down, except for Brady. You know what I mean? Like Brady's just
my biggest
fossil. He's amazing.
Factor, I think, in this game, and it's hard to put it down to one player, but isn't White going to be out tonight for the Bills?
Trey White's definitely out. Yes, correct.
That's where you can't make an argument that the Bills' defense is better than the Pats. But if the Bills want to compete with the Pats, White's one of the biggest key pieces in that Bills' defense, which is kind of where that gets me a little bit more concerning when you have to what John Law says, Buffalo hasn't been able to run the ball recently on the ground, I would say, but he's just saying they can't run it at all. Then you got one of your best corners out. Man, that just seems like a Bill Belichick masterclass game where, Sean, you're a great guy. We like you here, but A, B, and C, this is what we're going to do tonight. We're not going to do it flashy. We're not going to do it pretty. We're going to get in and get out with like a 23-17 type of win for the Pats.
Yeah, I think the Pats win this game like 30-10.
Ooh, you think it's that bad?
Yes. I think it's that bad. I don't think Josh Allen is good. Like I've said it I'm on record every time saying he's not good. You want to drop back 50 times against Belichick? Best of luck. Good luck with all that. He's already been unimpressive. The only thing here that can get in the Patriots' way is this. If the Patriots aren't patient, they try to do too much against Allen. Bro, listen, Josh Allen will give you the ball. You just got to be patient. He's like Carson Wentz. He's gonna give you the ball. He's gonna give you the ball. People can talk about the Bills are gonna get smoked tonight. I don't think it'll be close. And like I said, I've been wrong before, but nothing about this Buffalo offense over the last month impresses me. They're predictable. They have no run game. Their offensive line is good. It's not great. Their defense has not played any good quarterbacks.
I think it's to what you said,
I'm sorry.
though. If the Patriots just aren't patient on defense, I think they have to be on offense as well. It's probably going to be Mac Jones' toughest road environment of the whole season and probably to date and maybe for the whole season as well. That's what the other biggest thing is. Media is finally getting behind him. It's like rookie of the year already wrapped up for him at this point. So we'll be able to get angry when Chase doesn't get it. But it just seems like at this point, it could be his game where all we'll hear is about him, or it's a letdown spot in prime time.
Yeah, it's I was on the Patriots early. I still am. As far as props for the game, it's a tough one. It's a tough one for me to gauge, but I am going to get back on the Hunter Henry anytime TD. It's at plus 380. And then I am going to roll with a split a unit on Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson, both around the same price. One's at plus 190, others at plus 210. Those are my three plays. Touchdown scores. One of those three guys will score. Two out of those three guys probably will score. I don't expect there to be a lot of success for either team in the air tonight. I think that Josh Allen's yards under, if you could have gotten earlier in the week, was probably the best play.
I like this one from Tennessee Sharp.
Yeah, I like that too.
He might be the one who benefits the most from White being out, and he could get down the first play. You could see a McNabb to Deshaun Jackson type of just deep bomb to start the game there. See if the Bills are ready for it.
I agree, man. They're definitely susceptible. I think again, tonight is a night where we get to see that Josh Allen ain't it, and I don't think it won't. I don't think it'll be even that difficult. Like I said, if Josh Allen is able to win tonight, I'll put some respect on his name tomorrow. I promise you. But we won't have to do that.
He'll put some respect on his name tomorrow. I'll remember that. I was about to say we have a bunch of weather people in here today. That's the only thing I've seen is the wind.
Everyone's talking about the weather. Everyone. Oh, Josh Allen to throw a pick. Do I actually have to give that out? This should be like an auto bet. It's probably not. It probably holds no value.
We got like 2 or 3 people asking it.
Yeah, Josh Allen minus 130. Like put the mortgage on it. Put the house on it, bro. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Yeah, I was about to say, something just tells me that the Bills are just going to try to run it today. And if the winds are truly that bad, it looks like it's going like diagonally. So it's not going with the field or across the field. It looks like it's going to be a weird mix. That's the biggest thing you got to look for passing and kicking game is it going with the field or is it going against the field? Patriots Barry of the Braves.
That's odd. I imagine that. An organization that has won all the time, comparing it to an organization that didn't win shit for 30 years. Kind of a weird feel, bro. Don't see that one. We have different lenses. Sideline.
It's the worst because then no team benefits from it and you're just screwed the whole game.
Jesus.
I was about to say that's going to wrap us up for today. We started off with 2 college plays, dabbled around in the NBA in the middle, wrapped up with Sosa's NFL plays at the end.
We're not Mac Jones fans. We're believers in him. It's the mindset I can dig. Nah, this ain't kombucha. This is ginger beer. I'm Trinidadian, actually. I'm West Indian. We endorse ginger beer. This is actually Australian kind, a little different. Can get it at Costco for like $12. They owe me money now. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Share it out with your friends, your girlfriends, whoever the hell you want to share it
All
with.
them, all them, all them, all them.
Tonight's slate. We'll be back tomorrow. Give us shit if we win. Give us props if we win or lose. I don't really give a hell. Do whatever you want to do.
If you win tonight, throw some ones just for me. Just for me. Just,